Today's video is a 3-day clean with me. It's packed full of a ton of cleaning motivation all over our house. This video is probably my longest video yet, so it's perfect start to get you motivated, to get going, and then to just get up and start cleaning with me. Let me know in the comments what area of your home you're planning on cleaning today. I've been focusing on our little baby boy's nursery, so the rest of our house kind of got trashed in the meantime. So I'm finally getting on top of it. I get so stressed when things start to spiral out of control. So that's why I decided to finally take the time to get as much as I can do done around our house for the next 3 days. So I'm actually starting here in the corner of our coffee bar because it's been driving me insane. I just think it feels so cluttered over here, so I took that shelf off. I'm actually going to end up putting that in our laundry room, and I'm using Drydex to cover up these holes. And then I also have like this little thing of paint that I keep separate from the huge thing of paint so that it's easy for me to just patch up the holes quickly. This has always helped throughout our house, especially because this color is pretty much in our entire main living area. So another reason why I took this shelf down was because it was on top of our cat's like food eating area, and it was really hard for her to actually like jump up there and get to her food. So it used to have a non-slip mat here too, so the tape residue I needed to get off, so I'm using Goo Gone. And then I just wanted to show you my little helper. She's always right there with me in all of my videos. Usually you can't see her, but she will be attached to my hip no matter where I go. She's usually right there. I'm always surprised by anyone that hasn't used Goo Gone yet. It works so well, especially if you have like a new picture frame and it has the sticker on it still. Those things are always so hard to get off, but Goo Gone, you just put it on there, kind of wipe it a little bit, and then it gets all that residue off so easily, so quickly. So anyway, this area still definitely needs a lot of help. It's not my favorite area in the house anymore. I really enjoyed this whole coffee bar, but now I just feel like it's cluttered, and I repainted the top white and I'm not super happy with that either. So I just kind of want to redo everything. It won't be in this video, but it will be in a future one. So if you aren't subscribed, subscribe, because I have just a ton of motivation coming your way. So I'm just kind of working myself clockwise around this area into our kitchen, but I really needed to wipe down our trash can. It gets so dirty so quickly. And it also had these little paint spots on it that have been there for a while, and they're so small, but those small things bothered me all the time. So I finally took the time to try and clean them off. The only thing I could really find that finally did clean it off was just kind of scrubbing it with this 100% acetone. I also had to be like careful when I did it because I had nail polish on and I didn't want to ruin it because I just did them. Before I start tackling this huge mess in the kitchen, I'm actually going to run over to Cecilia's room and start cleaning up in there before her nap so that I can make sure I get that done. The morning I actually started filming this, Cecilia's diaper had leaked. Usually I take care of it right away, but this morning I was just so set on getting things ready to start filming for this 3-day clean with me because I had so much to get done, so I just kind of left it. But before her nap came, I knew I needed to get in here and get that complete, so we were just cleaning up the rest of her room. It's definitely not the worst room in the house, but it's still an area that I needed to get done. In this next clip coming up, it's actually Cecilia in her crib, and she figured out how to use her sound machine. So it's actually just, you know, a lullaby, but she's dancing to it. She's so cute. I love her so much. She makes every single day so special. She also wanted in her crib, so she is in there out of choice, not because I put her in there because I wanted her out of the way, even though it worked out. So I'm using vinegar now to just spray off her mirror here. It works so well. Vinegar is completely natural, so she puts her little hands and everything on there, sometimes even like licks the mirror, and I don't have to worry about it because I cleaned it with vinegar. I also am cleaning like her dresser and her nightstand and her window, everything with vinegar because it's just natural and I don't have to worry about it. I'm actually surprised at this point she didn't want out of her crib to help me vacuum. You will see in a little bit I do get to the hallway and she helps me vacuum in there. back in the kitchen now, so I'm just going to clean up Cecilia's lunch and then everything else that has kind of just accumulated around here from all the little projects that I had around that coffee bar area. And then shortly after Cecilia has lunch, she always goes down for her nap. Usually it's been like an hour and a half to 2 hours, so that is when I get the most cleaning done that I possibly can, usually in an area that is hard to clean with her, like our bedroom or the bathroom. I'm going to finish cleaning up the kitchen later when Cecilia wakes up from her nap, because I can easily do that when she's up. However, I cannot clean our bathroom and our master bedroom very well when she's up. It's so hard, so I'm going to go knock that out right now while she's sleeping. The first thing I usually like to do in the morning on cleaning days is to strip our entire bed and throw it in the wash. I don't like spending the time folding laundry, let alone sheets. So what I do with my sheets is I throw it all through the wash. I put it in the dryer, everything, and then as soon as it's done drying, I throw it right back on our bed. That is usually what happens, but this day I didn't. My husband was at work, so our master bedroom, it has like our office supplies in here. It's really not toddler proofed, so I could not clean in here with Cecilia. So I ended up doing this during her nap, and then later, once her dad gets home, I finally am able to throw the sheets back on the bed. I've been meaning to ask you guys this question, but do you have a cordless vacuum? And if you do, what kind is it? And do you think you have to like kind of sacrifice for the suction on it? My Shark Apex, oh my gosh, the suction on it is amazing. So I'd really rather have the suction and deal with the cord than to go like cordless with less suction. So I am in our bathroom now, our master bathroom, and it is a mess. There's a ton of things in the tub right now. All of that is mostly actually trash from when I redid or like organized and decluttered our master bedroom, like the entire thing. And it just kind of ended up in there and I just haven't taken care of it. So I will finally be doing that now, and it's such a stress relief. It's just little things like this that start to build up over time if you don't take care of them. Usually it'll only take like 5 minutes to get it done, and that's what I like to do is if it only takes 5 minutes, get it done and get it out of the way. You don't have to deal with it anymore. At this point, I had been so busy with our baby boy's nursery, so I just was not spending that much time cleaning the rest of our house, so things just started to pile up. So that is why I decided to get as much as I could do done within the next 3 days, which is this video that you're seeing now. Tell me what you wanna do. I think we're part of something bigger, and now my mind is filled with you. Oh, you know, 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 oh, you know. If you couldn't tell that I was pregnant from my belly, you could definitely tell by all the products that are around our bathroom right now. I've really been struggling with like heartburn and indigestion, so I've just ordered a whole bunch of new bottles, and those were all sitting there, so I cleaned them up, put them away, and then this tray here usually isn't there, but it's all the creams and everything that I've been using on my belly to keep from getting like stretch marks. I used it with my daughter and it worked so well, so I'm doing it with my son too. I think every single time I clean up our master bathroom, I mentioned that I'm still on the lookout for some new soap bottles. I really had no idea it was going to be this hard to find two that are matching, that I like, that have like stainless steel tops. I'm just cleaning up that tray that has all my like little creams and oils that I'm using on my stomach right now. If you were pregnant and you had like this little system for your like stomach to try and ward off stretch marks, let me know what it is. Mine is a little bit insane. There's probably like 5 or 6 creams here that I do like all together, and it worked so well for my daughter, so I'm using it for my son. So far it's been working great, so I just keep on doing it. So the next video I'm actually thinking about doing is kind of a seek and find of the messiest or dirtiest areas of our home, like the sink drain and like different things like that, and to clean them. So let me know what you think of that idea and if you would watch it, because I think it would be really satisfying.
Until my lungs give out you're beautiful.
I hardly use our tub, and usually I don't because we have a hot tub, but since I'm pregnant I'm not allowed to use the hot tub right now, and I'm finally getting so big, like my stomach's getting so big that I'm starting to feel extremely uncomfortable, and I think just floating in water would feel amazing. So I am getting this tub ready for a good bath, especially at the end of these 3 days of cleaning, because I'm definitely going to need it.
I wanna hold you close, don't wanna take it slow. Ooh, I just want you now. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Wanna put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful.
I'm using my favorite product right now, water and vinegar, to clean our shower. So first I'm just gonna spray everything down, rinse it off, and then I spray the water and vinegar mixture, it's like half and half, onto all the shower doors, like all the glass, and then I let it sit for like maybe 10 minutes so that it loosens any of that like gunk and hard watermarks. And then I'm actually going to be using this Dawn Power Wash. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers using this and it makes their shower doors look sparkling clean, so I just wanted to try it out since I just got it. So after that, I'm actually not even really going to scrub. I like using a squeegee, usually that works just as well, and I don't know if you can tell how clear this glass is, but this like mixture worked so well and I didn't have to scrub at all.
Looking at you all night, all night. I'll sing until my lungs give out you're beautiful.
We will be cleaning this bathroom later, but I just came in here to grab the mats because I wash all of the bath mats all together from the master bedroom and our spare bathroom here. So I'm just moving over the sheets that I put in earlier to the dryer, and then I'll be throwing in all the bath mats.
No stop sign.
Alright, now that Miss Cecilia is up and reading a book for now, I'm going to start tackling this kitchen.
Yeah, let's call in sick and be lazy. I'm all for doing what's crazy, cause you make it real, yeah. You'll find a different side of me.
Show you just a little bit of the behind the scenes. Cecilia is up for her snack, and I'm just continuing to clean as much as I can here in the kitchen since I can still watch her while she's eating.
A different side of me, yeah, yeah.
We have child locks on all the bottom doors so that Cecilia can't, open them and mess them up. So when I unload the dishwasher, I usually put whatever needs to go in the cabinet right above it, and then I take the little magnet, unlock device, and then go through and put every single one of those items back. I get so jealous of the parents that finally get the opportunity to take all these locks off, because I am just starting, but I'm also just trying to take in all the time that I have with her while she's a toddler, especially with our little baby boy on the way, because I know time is just going to fly by. and I don't want them to grow up anymore, so I will deal with these locks if that means they can stay little forever.
A different side of me, yeah.
So I finally broke down and got a thing of this Dawn dish spray, and I really like it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna order it again. It's so easy to just spray onto something and then let it sit for a few minutes while you do something else, and then by the time you come back to it, the grease or whatever it is completely lifted, and it's so easy to wipe off and clean. It also smells amazing. Like it shouldn't even be dish soap because it smells this good. So I definitely think I'll order it again. Right now I'm just cleaning off all these little pumpkins. I actually had a whole bunch of little blue splattered paint all over this tray because of our baby boy's nursery. I had cleaned off like the paintbrushes from in there, and it kind of just splattered onto this. So finally taking the time to clean all that off.
Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine, the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna die.
I wish it were easier to carry this little toddler around because she loves being held and watches everything that I do, but she's getting so heavy, and then especially with my pregnant belly, it just gets even harder every single day. I've been hearing that quote that time is a thief a lot, and I just 100% agree with it. I'm getting ready to actually wash down all of our stainless steel appliances, so I'm refilling our vinegar. Sorry, this is a really bad shot, but on stainless steel, vinegar works amazing. It's the only thing that I've been able to find that makes it completely streak-free, and there's like no residue or anything at all. It just makes it so shiny. So definitely recommend trying it if you haven't already.
It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I tried. What can I do? And it will be alright to let me down. I've tried to let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you. Dive into you. Dive into you.
We keep a gate on our laundry room door because the kitty litter is in here and we don't want Cecilia playing with it, but it also makes it so much easier for me to do something quick with the laundry while Cecilia is right here outside the door. Say cheese! Say cheese! It's a camera! So because she was already up, I could not put these sheets straight back onto my bed like I usually like to do, so I'm just quickly folding them so that I can put them back on our bed once my husband gets home. So at this point, it was actually pretty late in the day already, so it was time for me to make dinner. So I did that quick, and then my husband came home. So then I was finally able to do these sheets. And the number one reason I like doing sheets this way is because I'm basically forced to put them back on the bed because I need them back on there before I go to sleep. So even though I was exhausted, all I wanted to do was sit and do nothing because I'd been moving all day. I couldn't because I needed to put these sheets on the bed and just get it done. So the other thing I had done was taken off my duvet cover earlier and washed it. So I'm putting that back on now. The way I like to put a duvet cover back on is to lay it on top of my duvet, and it's inside out at this point. And then I have these clips that I put on every single corner. They just clip on one part to the duvet, one part to the cover, and it holds it in place without any problems. I never have any problems with them coming loose off the corners. My duvet always stays right where it's supposed to be. So at this point, the duvet cover is inside out on top of my duvet. So now I just kind of fold it or take it inside out from itself and It's the easiest way I have found to put your duvet cover back on. It makes it so much easier. The next clip of me is putting the pregnancy pillow cover back on, and I struggle with this so much. Please let me know that I'm not the only one. So I just made this clip as short as possible because I don't want to watch it twice. Hey guys, we are on to day 2 now. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. So I've already gotten Cecilia here ready for the day. We've had breakfast. I didn't want it to be too repetitive, so I already cleaned up everything from breakfast this morning. So we're just going to continue cleaning throughout the house and getting things done. Actually, we're going to get some bigger cabinets to go up here so that it can hold a lot of the cleaning supplies that we actually have in this closet. And this closet is a hot mess, so I'm going to try my best to see what I can do in here, because my goal is to get these bags of a dog food to fit down here somewhere. I've been meaning to get around to this project for a while now. It's been such a pain to walk around or do things around the dog food and the kitty litter that was right there. We actually took both of those things out of our back room. It used to be more of a storage room, and we are turning it into our little boy's nursery. So everything that was in there needed to find a new home. So this dog food's new home will be in that closet underneath. Just wanted to show you Cece's status as of right now. While I was in the laundry room, she was actually being really good and reading to herself inside her bouncer that she never used as a baby. She hated that thing, and now that I brought it out for her brother, she sits in it all the time. So funny. So the first thing I wanted to do here in the laundry room was to try and condense as much as I could on these shelves. So like I said before, these shelves are probably going to make their way out. I don't know when, but we're going to get these bigger cabinets to go on along the top here so that we have a lot more storage. We have such a big storage problem here in Florida because we don't have basements, and our garage gets so hot that you don't really want to put too much out there. But anyway, I just needed to make room here for now because I need to move as much as I can out of that closet to make room for that dog food and kitty litter to go on the bottom.
I guess it never hit you, our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside.
If you've seen my decluttering and organizing videos, you know the first thing I like to do is to take absolutely everything out. Unfortunately, on this day, I really did not have time or the space to do that because everything in this closet were things that I knew Cecilia could not play with, and I was very limited on the area that I had. So I could only use like the top of this dryer. I couldn't use like my entire dining room table because Cecilia would have been right up in there. So for this time being, I'm just taking things out like one shelf at a time, even though that is not the way I usually clean out or declutter areas. So this is more of just a quick fix. I'll probably go back through and reorganize this entire closet. So even though it's not perfect, it is 100 times more useful. I can find things now, and I was able to achieve my goal of getting that dog food and kitty litter in here by the end, so that is what matters.
Every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble eyes.
So I'm just using a Sharpie to mark on the outside of these bottles what each one of them is, because when they lay this way, they take up a lot less space, and I like being able to see each of the products, but when I flipped them the other way, they were so much longer, they took up more space. So this was just a way I could quickly and easily kind of organize them and get them to take up a little less space.
I might be going crazy, I don't know what to do. My heart is screaming for you, babe. And what I'm trying to say is that you make the sky look blue, even when it is gray, babe. Every time I'm feeling down, you can make it go away. Your light is shining bright on me, got no reason to be afraid. You're glowing in the dark, you're glowing in the dark, glowing in the dark. I feel it in my heart. You're glowing in the dark, glowing in the dark. Yeah, you're glowing in the dark.
This basket was full of all of our batteries and flashlights, so I also decided to kind of combine things together into here. So it'll be our batteries, flashlights, and we had like a little basket full of like sparklers and little light flares and things, so I'm not sure exactly what to call this basket, but I feel like those things kind of go together, so I was able to condense down a lot of space with doing this as well, so it worked out. You can see I was so restricted on the amount of space that I had in here, but everything piled on top of that step thing is all the dog supplies, so I'll be moving that back up after I clear off a little space to work off. And even after watching this, I'm just looking at some of these things and I'm just like, why didn't I just get rid of that? So I know I will definitely be making another video where I just completely declutter this entire closet even better than I did this time. This is what was going on right outside the laundry room door. Our dog Django is so good with Cecilia. She loves him so much. They're like little best friends. I finally basically got to the point where I got these two bottom areas empty, so I'm going to work on getting this shelf up and out now so that I can fit this dog food under here. I really couldn't believe that I was able to do this with my toddler being right there, and she did so well entertaining herself during this time. Usually, like on my decluttering and organizing videos, my husband is watching her and entertaining her, so I did not have that help this time around, so I was just happy with how this entire closet turned out without any help from any outside source. This last little pile are things that are not going to be going back in that closet. They were either trash or had a different home somewhere else in our house.
Just the two of us and we can stay up all night.
Now Wynn will end up getting the cabinets to go up here, so I decided this that I took out of the coffee bar area, I'm actually going to put it up right here. So out of all the spots in our house, I kind of decided that this was going to be the most useful spot for this shelf, since I took it down when it was over our coffee bar. When it was on the coffee bar, it wasn't like useful over there, it was more decorative. So right here, I'm actually planning on utilizing it for storage or anything else that I need, since I'm not sure when we're going to get those cabinets. So it'll be temporary, but for now it'll work and provide us a little bit extra storage that we do need. So now that I finally got this little area nice and settled, I'm going to clean up the rest of the laundry room now. This was all the trash that I took out of that closet. And then I'm taking off the St. Patrick's Day wreath that has been there since St. Patrick's Day, and cleaning up all the shoes. I'm just tossing them into the little sink there to get them off the floor so that I can clean this floor really well. I am still on the search for a good solution on our shoe situation. I've tried putting them in our closet. They always just end up right back in here. We go in and out of our garage. That door behind me is right to our garage. So this room is so small and thin. I can't think of anywhere else to put our shoes, so they always end up right here on the floor. They get in the way. If you have any ideas, please let me know, because I am at a loss. One of my favorite things is clean bath mats when they are warm on the bottom of your feet and they're just so fluffy. I wasn't able to get too much more done on day 2 because this little girl is definitely getting some molars. She was having a rough time, so I came out and cuddled with her. This was the aftermath of our living room while I was in the laundry room and Cecilia was out here playing. And then we got a call from a family member that needed something, so they were stopping by quick, so I decided to do a really quick clean of this room. So that's what you're seeing now, is like my fastest cleaning that I can do so that I don't look like a complete wreck when they stop by. This point was the end of the day. I'm just cycling all those towels and folding them and then putting them away. So Cecilia was in bed at this point, and we will be moving on to day 3 here very shortly. Hey guys, we are on day 3 now. Yesterday Cece had a bit of a meltdown, so I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done, but that's okay. We snuggled a lot, and I think she has some molars coming in, so they've been on and off just bothering her. So we're gonna see what we can get done today. Alright, so I'm gonna try hanging out here in the living room with Cece. Hopefully I can kind of clean things up in here. My main focus I want to do is cleaning up on top of these bookcases. Everything that I don't want Cecilia to play with ends up on top of these, so I need to clean them up. I need to declutter them. I'm tired of looking at it. I feel like a lot of people can probably relate, because this past year I think everybody has just spent a lot more time at home. So I'm getting so tired of just like all of our regular decor. I'm so ready to just kind of get rid of it and start fresh, start new, get something different to look at. So even just taking the time to, like what I'm doing right now, declutter it and kind of just move things around makes it feel just a little bit more fresh. It's not so boring anymore to look at, because I've looked at it every single day for who knows how long. So just a little tip maybe for someone else that might be feeling the same way. These pillows actually needed to go back on our porch. I had just cleaned them a few days ago, and I was actually planning on like power washing our entire back porch, but I can't do that with Cecilia, and I wasn't sure when I was actually gonna really get around to doing it, so I just put them back out on the porch and I can take them back in whenever I'm actually ready to get that done. As I'm just rewatching this and doing this voiceover, I'm just realizing how much of like a nesting mode I am in right now with our baby boy. I got this way with Cecilia too. Like, I just wanted everything to be perfect in our house before he came. I still have until January, so I have like 3 more months, and I'm already just nesting and trying to get as much as I can do done when I can. They have a toddler if you don't have toys scattered everywhere throughout your house. We are getting really close to finishing our baby boy's nursery. Our last video, I showed you everything that I'd done in here so far, like how I did that star constellation wall. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I think it looks so cool. So I'm still working on getting like a dresser in here and a few other things to decorate. There will be another video of me just kind of finishing off this nursery and organizing it. But for now, it just needed a quick cleanup. There was a ton of trash still here on the floor from when my husband had put together the crib, and I just needed to do a quick vacuum. But Cecilia just loves playing in cribs for whatever reason. She wanted in there so badly. She was having fun actually kind of like dancing there to, I don't know, the rhythm of the vacuum cleaner going back and forth. She's so funny.
Right now I'm standing in the corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing oh, everybody's singing oh.
This is our formal dining area, and what it looks like probably like 80% of the time. I made this beautiful fall centerpiece here, and when you have a toddler, things just don't stay the way they should.
You're looking so now I'm moving closer.
I'm gonna start cleaning all of this up now, but this is everything I pulled from our bookshelves that was just cluttering it. So I have a feeling a lot of this is actually just gonna end up in our donation center because I really just have nowhere else to put it. I'm still planning on redoing this area, but I did decide to put this up here real quick, just to kind of fill it in because it looked a little too empty, maybe just because I was so used to the shelf being there. But I also wanted to ask, when you donate picture frames, do you take the time to take all the pictures out? I think it's kind of weird not to. For some reason, I feel like it's gonna sit in somebody else's house, and it's gonna be a picture of like my family member, and they're not gonna know who it is. I don't know why I think that, but I do.
I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you a ton of motivation. If it did, please hit that thumbs up for me. I always have a ton of cleaning, organizing, and decorating videos coming your way. I just finished part 1 of my son's nursery, so that I will link below for you. If you do need a decluttering and organizing motivation, I have a playlist. It's my most popular one. I'll link it right here and in the description. But make sure you subscribe, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!